Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the world. We are live on the late stream at the Jet Show with my co-host, Italy Jet, here to talk about, you know what, the pregame this Sunday. Jets versus the Detroit Lioness. How you
Lionist?
Lioness?
Lionist.
How you feeling over there, Italy? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna be honest. I'm all
Because
over the
of because
place.
of the game?
Yeah, not only that, I'm like, damn. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, just it's like, I mean, if we win tomorrow, we'll go in second place.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
like, damn, let's go. Like, I have no words right now. I
Right?
don't. I hope we could do it. Lions are a tough team, but they got
Yes.
one of the worst defenses in the
Defense.
league.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I
The
don't know. This is
offense
gonna
is
be interesting.
potent. The offense is very potent. That's the scary thing about Detroit, man. And
Right.
then you have the young Williamson guy who's, showed a little flash last Sunday, made his first NFL debut touchdown. And they have a lot of weapons, man. They have two solid running backs.
Yeah.
They have about three or four decent, solid wide receivers, and golf is playing at a Pro Bowl level right now, man. So offensive wise, yes, they're scary, but we do have the defense, that can. I hate to say it, shut them down. The question though
Right.
is Big Q healthy enough to actually play this Sunday? Like that
I
guy's a
mean,
deciding
yeah.
factor.
That's a game time decision. So
Yes, yes, yes. So let's kick it off. You know what? We normally save the best for last, but right now we're going to make it juicy, and we're going to jump into the juicy topic, and that is there's no Mike White starting. We have a young Zach Wilson as the starting quarterback for the New York Jets tomorrow. What are your thoughts, Italy?
I hate to say this, but I'm begging. Like, I'm begging him to just 3 to 4 weeks. Just it isn't enough anyway. But
I
like,
agree.
but like, I'm begging him to do good tomorrow. I'm just begging.
Yes,
I'm begging. I
yes.
don't. I don't beg. I know people that beg. I don't beg, but I'm begging. I'm begging this time. Like, I really just want to. I really want this to do well. This team is too talented to not make
Mhm.
the playoffs. We got to win all these games though. Like,
Yes.
10 wins ain't gonna be enough. 9 games is gonna be enough.
Nine, definitely not. 10. I think if we get 10, we're kind of like hoping someone else, maybe one or two teams
Right.
lose, to get
Right.
us in.
Maybe.
And Robert Saleh has said, like, you don't want to put yourself in that position. You want to secure the playoffs, and you do that by winning games. You don't want to say, oh, I need this team to lose or
Right.
that team to lose. But with Zach Wilson, you know where I stand with this guy. And I
Yeah.
agree. I think 3 or 4 weeks is not enough time for him to completely reset. This guy
Yeah.
literally had an entire off season to reset, quote unquote. Also, he had a little time to reset or get into shape,
Right.
NFL mindset
Right.
ready
Right.
in the first 3 or 4 games of the season because he didn't play due to injury. And that injury happened in the preseason when this guy wanted to make a big splash and play in a preseason game, man. See, these things were alarming to me. I'm like, wait a minute, like any NFL starting quarterback knows this. Hey, dude, this is preseason, right?
Yeah.
But we're not going to bash him. Let's
No,
just
we root
let's
for everybody here.
yes, exactly, exactly. I want and I hope and pray that Zach Wilson is the answer. And tomorrow we're going to see a lot of things tomorrow with Zach Wilson. One
Right.
being, is he the guy? We're going to know tomorrow.
You think
And
so?
yeah, oh, absolutely. If this guy struggles against Detroit, man, I think he I think he's done. I think he's done as a Jet, man. I'm going to be straightforward with you. Um, even
Okay.
if he
You think
even
you think he's done? Like,
if
done, done.
if he struggles, yes, with arguably one of the worst defensive
Hmm.
defensive teams in the league. If he struggles with Detroit tomorrow,
Yeah.
then yeah, I think Zach Wilson's career as a Jet, man, is completely over. Um, and then after that, we have the short week against Jaguars on Thursday Night Football. So it's like he struggles against the Detroit, and I can promise you, if he struggles against Detroit, he's going to look even worse against the Jaguars, because the Jaguars defense is not the best defense, but they have some
But
studs on defense,
yeah,
dude.
they got some studs, bro. Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So I'm like, being honest, I think this is Zach's biggest game of his career. Like, to me, his career is on the line at this point.
I don't
Maybe
know
not,
about.
maybe not as an NFL quarterback, but his career with the Jets is online.
I don't
Like,
think so. I
you don't
really
think so?
don't. Nah, he's cheap right now. He's cheap right now. Like we don't need him for. We need him to be good, but we don't need him to like say like, Is this the guy?" Right?
Right.
Like, but it's. I mean, I will say this for the Jets: we have some of the best depth
We do. We do.
in the National Football League.
Hmm.
I
Yes.
don't know what it is about this team, but we just continue to fight and be dogs and just try and find a way.
Hmm.
But everyone's getting their opportunity. It's all about if they capitalize it or not, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it I'm excited for what happened.
Hmm.
I'm excited that things are, man, we just we just need we need this game. But the thing
Yeah.
is, I'm excited that Bam Knight's getting his opportunity. It sucks for all
Hmm.
the injuries that we have on the offensive line. It sucks on how many people that we have overall injured.
Hmm.
Q being out. I rather rest him a week though. You gotta rest him a week because he's not gonna be 100%. And
He's not.
I don't want him going out there and then get another injury
It'll
again.
make it worse, right?
Yeah, I think he should just come back on Thursday. Even save him for Seahawks or something, maybe. I don't know. I mean, Rankins and Thomas, give JJ more time. Give JJ more time. Like, we got an elite defense. And now that that LaMarcus Joyner now is on the injury list too. That's scary. So they're gonna
Yes.
put in Davis, Adams, and then you got Eccles out. Put Bryce Hall in. Give Bryce Hall a shot.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
like we
Hmm.
got so many things that we could do but it's a good problem to have. But it's also a
Question.
sucky problem. But it's also a sucky problem to have. But this is Zach Wilson's moment. It's all about if he's going to capitalize or not. Because
Hmm.
White is out 3 to 5 weeks. He's out 3 to 5 weeks with a rib injury.
Hmm.
10
We're,
different doctors, and they still couldn't get him cleared.
right. Right. Uh, let me just say it. Let me just say
Okay, say it. Say it. I dare you.
it,
I
man.
dare you. Say it.
I think Zach is going to have a monster game.
Okay. I don't know.
I think Zach Wilson is
Yeah.
going to have a monster game tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you one single reason why. I think he was humbled. I think
Okay.
he was a bit comfortable, maybe a bit arrogant that he's the starting quarterback for the New York Jets, and there's
Okay.
nothing that's going to happen to him that prevent him from playing other than injury. So when they made that decision to bench him, I
Yeah.
think in his mind he was like, "Oh, like this is my reality right now. I need to tighten up and play ball
Okay.
like I've been accustomed to playing." Man, I have to be honest, those last 5 or 6 games his rookie year, man, I was like, "Oh, like, I don't want to call it, but we might have our
It's like
franchise
you don't
quarterback,
want to
dude."
call it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his
Yeah.
his rookie year, those last 5, that game against Tampa Bay, I was like, man, this Zach Wilson kid might be special. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
we know the talent is there. We know that this guy can play ball. We know that this
Right.
guy can run this offense.
Right.
So being honest, it's absolutely amazing to see him struggle. So yeah, I'm going to call it. I think Zach Wilson tomorrow,
Hmm.
300, one of his 300 games, and I'm saying he's getting 3 touchdowns tomorrow. I think Zach Wilson is going to have a big game tomorrow, and And another hot take, I think he's going to be the reason we win.
Okay. I'm not going to make those kind of things right now, but I like it for you. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm just not going to get. I don't want to get burned. I don't want to get my hopes up because let's be honest, Jets fans. Let's be honest, and I'm going to call y'all out, the specific ones, not everyone, the
Mm-hmm.
specific ones. There's your Wilson fans. There's your Flacco fans, small amount. There's your Strevler
Like 6 of them.
fans. Yeah, there's your Strevler fans, and there's your Mike White fans. This team has been suffering a quarterback for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my quarterback was Geno Smith. That's who I wanted to be my franchise quarterback for the New York Jets. Okay, did
Because the
not
name
want Sam
Geno.
Darnold. Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of them. Didn't want Sam Darnold. Didn't want
I
Zach
agree.
Wilson.
I
You know,
agree.
Fitzpatrick had one good year, but he was
Mm-hmm.
drama other than that. And he
Mm-hmm.
collapsed his second year.
Yes.
And then you can go back to the Pennington days, Mark Sanchez days. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez was my boy, but there were times where he didn't look that great.
That's
But
true.
he did get us to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But and then Pennington, if he didn't have all those injuries,
Injuries.
Pennington
Oh
would
my
have
God,
been
I love
he
Pennington.
would have
God, I
been
love
he would have
Pennington.
been a franchise quarterback for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brett Favre, I just think he just wanted to keep it going. Iron
Right.
Man. He just wanted to be Mr. Iron Man.
Right.
So there's a lot of things. I think we in general started Zach too quickly because we want him to be that franchise quarterback quickly.
Mm-hmm.
People got to understand that it takes 3 years.
Yes.
Every quarterback has done this. Some quarterbacks are just that special, though. But
Right.
specifically for the New York Jets in this kind of market, we're either going to hate you and dig you to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
or we're going to love you forever and we'll have your back 24/7. It's just how the New
Yes.
York market is.
Yes.
I think we should have sat him his first year. And then but you should have put Mike White in, actually, for the
Yeah.
first year.
Yeah.
Or Josh Johnson, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
I agree with the Mike White. Definitely agree with that.
Or a veteran, whatever, a veteran,
Mhm.
Flacco. I don't know. I mean, this last year, but this year should have been the year that you start giving Zach Wilson more of an opportunity,
Right.
and then Mike White more of an opportunity. I don't want Strevler in there. People keep forgetting that Strevler was really good only against backups. Like I don't think he's ready for a specific game. I
You know.
think.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just think Mike White is just overall better, and it's still his job to lose, but it's still Zach Wilson's role and job, because they're not going to give up on a quarterback that's not getting paid nothing right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're not just going to let that go.
True.
I think next year's the big year, but this year he's got an opportunity to capitalize. Then you have a quarterback issue. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
If fucking Zach Wilson throws over 300 yards, 260, 300 yards, a couple touchdowns, I don't think it's going to be like that. But man, you got a quarterback issue now. Not an issue, sorry, a competition. But it's a good thing to have, though.
It's a good competition, right? Right. Or it's a good issue to have.
It's a
yes.
problem to have. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. I my thing though is being honest. Mike White could be a starter in this league, man. Like, does he? If they announce that Zach Wilson is the starter, like next season, right?
Right.
How does Mike White feel about that? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, man, this is their career. You know what I mean?
Right. You're playing for a contract.
Right.
You're playing for a role.
Right.
Yeah, all of them. This team ain't going to be the same team next year. It's going to be very different.
Nope.
Very different.
I agree.
And we have a really bad schedule next year. Like, horrible schedule next year. So it's going to be different.
We'll probably most definitely be out on the West Coast.
Yeah, we're facing the Chiefs,
right.
Raiders, Broncos,
right.
Eagles, Commanders. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Because we haven't played them in years. But that's my issue. It's like, they have to make a decision. And as far as the quarterback, and if they make the decision to make Zach number one, then Mike is probably like, dude, like, hello, did you not see what I just did last year? And I think a lot of teams are going to knock on the door about acquiring Mike White. So my thing is, I
Well,
think
he's a
we should
free agent anyway.
exactly. So that's what I'm getting at. I think that we should sign Mike White to a 2-year deal right now before the season ends, before his contract is up. 2-year deal, uh, maybe
Okay.
anywhere from 9 to 13 million a year.
Yeah, like 9 or 10. Yeah. I
You know
like
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, 11, something
Somewhere
like
in
that.
there.
Yeah.
So now you have two
Like a
guys.
Fitzpatrick deal. Like a
Right,
Fitzpatrick deal. Yeah.
right. So now you have now no matter which cards you decide to pull, you're not paying Zach, a large amount. You're not paying Mike a large amount. One of these guys can run the offense. If one of them get hurt, the other one can run the offense. I think that's how you do it. But if you wait until the offseason, man, teams are going to come for Mike White. I would.
Yeah. To at
The
least
guy's
be a
intelligent
backup role or a starter role.
or a starter, right?
Falcons could need it. I mean, there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
Yep.
of teams. A lot of
Yep.
needs.
Absolutely. And Patriots will probably fucking pick him up, being honest.
I mean, if they want to get back at us, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
we always do it to each
fucking
other.
pick McDermott up. You know what I mean? As soon as we played against him.
Well,
So
I mean, this goes back for years. I mean, we took Curtis Martin from them.
right.
We took
Right.
Ty Law from them. We took Revis from us.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, we took Barrios.
Barrios, right. Right.
It just goes
the
on
back
and
forth
on
thing.
and on. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so I just think we should definitely extend our hand to Mike White and offer him another contract. Like I say, for at minimum 2 years.
Yeah.
And you at least know you have Zach and Mike coming back next year. These guys understand the system. They have a chemistry with the other teammates, et cetera, et cetera. That's how you get it done. Mm-hmm. Now, my other question to you is Corey Davis.
What about Corey Davis?
What do we do with Corey Davis? Do we keep him for next year?
Hell yeah, you keep him for next year. You don't know what you're going to do with Barrios.
Right.
You don't know what you're going to do with Barrios. Davis is very underrated. I know he drops some balls, but dude, he's our second best wide receiver on the team behind Wilson.
I agree.
Hands down.
I agree.
There's no no one can tell me that otherwise. Mims clear number 4. Mims is a clear number 4. Barrios is your clear number 5. More when he's on. It's like a wide receiver competition between those 3. And then you might throw Jeff Smith in there a little bit, but not much.
Right.
I mean, it's just going to be really interesting overall. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of changes next year, and the cap goes up, and we have no money. We still got to sign all these. We got to sign so many players next year.
Right.
I'm freaking out. But I'm still focusing on this year. But it's just going to be really interesting.
And being honest, before we give the bag to anybody, Mike White, et cetera, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have to give it to Big Q, man.
Yeah, and Quincy Williams. Give it both brothers.
Yeah, both. Yeah, I agree.
Quan, give Quan a contract. Give Mosley a cheap contract. Like Joyner, go focus on Joyner and the O-line in the draft. Okay, and keep Beckles and Carter. I love them. Keep DJ Reed. I think we are, and Gardner's still in there. And then then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the defensive line. I don't know.
Right.
Offensive line, yeah. I mean, shoot. If we pick up Bates. If we pick up Bates next year,
from the Bengals,
yeah, maybe. Or if Whitehead opts out, man, right now, if I were the Jets, I would opt out Whitehead and give that same Whitehead money to Bates or whatever he wants.
I would love to have Bates, man. I'm being greedy. I would love to have Bates and Whitehead, but even though Whitehead hasn't been the Whitehead I was expecting,
his contract.
He hasn't, bro.
Fine. I mean, maybe recently he has a little, but it's just been so frustrating.
You know how we talk about, when they're a rookie, we have to at least give them 3 years, right?
Oh yeah.
So
they love him over there, though.
I'm a fair,
for some reason. Yeah,
I'm a fair guy, so I think we should at least give him at least until next year. Whitehead, let him get used to the system, to the guys, et cetera, et cetera. Let him get used to the cold weather. The whole night. It's a difference between Tampa Bay's weather in December or in November compared to New York's weather. So just let him kind of slowly work himself into everything. And I think I think he'll be okay. I mean, just looking at how he's played his entire career, man, this guy's been lights out. Has he been horrible with the Jets? No. Has he been the guy that we expected him to be? No.
No.
I think he's very neutral, maybe, at best, mid-grade safety, nothing
Yeah.
to make him stands out. So I think
Yeah.
next year, he'll become that guy that we all expected him to be.
Yeah.
But no, I think if we can get Joyner for a cheap deal next year, we keep him. We don't start him
No.
next year.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. No, I
yeah,
understand.
we don't start him, but hell, I would love to have Joyner on the team as a backup, man. You know that this guy can play. He understands the game. He understands the defensive scheme. If you
Yeah,
have
why
him,
not?
yeah, if you have him as a second or third on your roster, man, then hell, man, that's a win-win for the Jets, for us. You know, being honest, I'm a Tony Adams guy. I looked at
I love
once.
Tony Adams.
Yeah, dude.
Fighting Illini, baby. Let's go.
Yes. I
My
didn't know
man.
much about him in college. I'm being honest.
It's
But
fine. You
once
don't
the
have
Jets
to.
drafted him, I looked into him. I watched some of his film. He didn't have a lot of film. That's what I didn't like. But the little bit that I did see, and I haven't watched the full game on him.
Yeah.
But the little bit that I did see on him, man, just little small things, little intricate details. I was like, I think this guy's gonna be a baller, man. And when I was saying all of that, then the little stuff started to leak out. One of the things that he said, man, I was like, I freaking love this guy. He was like doing an interview, before the draft. They talked to him. And I think Robert Saleh, either Joe Douglas, I think it was Saleh. He was like, when we talked to him, he looked at us and said, I'm here to take somebody's job. I was like, ooh.
I like it. Yeah.
Ooh, yes, man. I was like, I like
I
this
could see
guy.
it though. I could see
Yeah,
him starting though.
yeah,
Tony Adams, yeah.
yeah. He looked good in the little time that he was in the game last week.
Yeah.
That big breakup play. They had him in man coverage.
Yeah, Tony Adams, man. I hope if Joyner's out, if Joyner is active, I would definitely start him over Adams. But yeah, I mean Eccles, I want Bryce Hall in so bad. People love or hate him, man. People
I'm a
love
Bryce
or
Hall
hate him.
guy.
But
I'm a Bryce Hall.
this is his revenge game too. This is
Yeah.
just as much of a Zach Wilson big game that for him, like Thomas and Rankins too. Like these are some big time games before all these people come back. Thank God Fant is back. I'm gonna tell you right now, show. If one of our own linemen gets injured again, we are fucked.
Yeah, we're done.
We are absolutely fucked.
We are done.
Who do you have? Tardif, LDT. So you got LDT, you got Remmers. Those are your only backups right now, and Glazer.
Yeah.
Freaking Glazer.
That's it. Fucking glazed donut, bro. I don't trust him.
I don't trust him with a 10-foot pole.
Right, man. I don't trust him at all.
Man, I think they just better stay healthy, dude.
Yeah.
God, they better stay healthy.
I've never we've always been injury prone, but I've never seen our offensive line so freaking beat up, man.
I mean, I see all this coming. It's the Jets. It's the freaking Jets.
Like we just can't
always
have it, right?
do this.
Right. We
can't have
the
most guys that are out for the whole year. We have the most injuries in the league. People say, no, look at other people. I'm like, no. You haven't been a Jets fan since you were a kid.
Right.
We are not only one of the most hated teams, but we are the most that get screwed over, injuries, and it's just not even fair now. It's just not even fair. This is just getting ridiculous. And that freaking Garrett Wilson fine today. Oh, don't even get me started. Oh my God.
They actually fined him?
They fined him.
Let me guess, for the comments about the referee?
Yeah.
Wow.
That said, this ain't Ohio State anymore.
Wow.
Said to him, I'm like, are you kidding me? Dude, I'm gonna post a video tomorrow, a reel about it. And I'm gonna
that is bananas, man. Yeah, that's bananas, dude.
NFL hates crazy? Us. NFL hates us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't understand, why would you fine him for that? It's not like, the guy, he made a statement. He didn't say, I hate the refs. Or, he didn't attack the refs. He just literally said what the ref told him. He shined a little light on it. So basically, the NFL is telling the players to shut the F up. Don't say anything about the referees. To the media, social media, however you want to put it. And that's
Yeah, bro.
crazy. He got fined for that, man. That is
I'm
absolutely
so mad.
bananas,
I am
man.
so mad.
That's
Like
bananas.
seriously, the reffing in the NFL has been shit this year.
Oh yeah,
Absolute
absolutely,
shit. I
absolutely.
love the
Yep,
VAR.
yep.
VAR has stepped up in big ways, but holy crap,
Mm-hmm.
these calls.
Yep. The refs are absolutely trash this year. Trash.
If you're gonna be consistent, do it all over the boards. But
Mm-hmm.
man, in these crucial games, I'm afraid what the hell's gonna happen in the playoff show. Are
You
you
know what's up.
kidding me?
You if we make it to the playoffs, you know what's going to happen.
Any team, even us, but
Mm-hmm.
any team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick and tired of this crap.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think if we're just talking about the Jets and all the Jets game, I think the one penalty that literally sent me through the fucking roof was that penalty in Minnesota. The
Yeah,
Whitehead hit. I was
bullshit,
livid. I was
bullshit.
livid.
Yeah,
I was through the roof, bro. I was like, that's what they call. And then they fined him. Not only did the ref call that through a flag, they fined him a few days later. And I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it and I'm like, I still don't see a roughness for that. That was a clean show,
bullshit,
led
man.
with his show, led his head and shoulder was coming forward, but his shoulder
Was
made
still there.
contact and it was below his shoulder pad. It was like right here. Like this not even neck
It's not even anything.
area.
It's
Right.
not even anything,
Oh, dude,
Joe.
I was livid. I was through the
I've
roof
been
on that
so
call.
livid the last few weeks. I'm so sick and tired of this crap.
Yeah,
I'm sick
I
and
am too,
tired of
bro.
this crap.
I am too. I
All right,
am.
let's go into score predictions. Who do you got?
Oh. All right. So I have the Jets winning. I have the Jets winning. We're at home. I have them winning
Yeah.
28
You too? Okay.
to 14.
Okay. 14-7.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be field goals and one touchdown each. I still think this is going to be a tight game. Everything's going to be tight. Everything always is tight with the Jets. Everything. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if we go up. Some people say we'll go up by 30. That's
Mm-hmm.
great. I'm there for it. I wish I was like that. But man, I just have this gut ass feeling that it's just going to be tied again. But I will give it to the Jets for one thing. I know you'll agree with this, is they are a dome team. He doesn't do good under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Even though their offensive line is good, but Golf doesn't do good under pressure and he's not good in the weather. I
Mm-hmm.
get that. But he should be one of those guys for comeback player of the year, at least one of them.
Golf. Oh, absolutely.
He has done very well with that Lions team. But you just got an all-star back. Jameson Williams.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if a healthy Odell Beckham Jr. came back healthy, right?
Right.
Like I mean, that's a big kick. Clark, St. Brown. I mean,
Yeah.
And you got Swift and Williams, but Swift shouldn't even be out there. Swift hasn't been doing that great at all, and Williams is only a TD guy. He's touchdown dependent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think they have a good duo as far as in the backfield.
Yeah, but they haven't really
that
done
offensive line is what, like, when I think
it's
about
lights out. It's lights out. It is lights out.
And with Quinning, if Quinning is not playing, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like
JFM needs a big game.
Yeah.
So is JJ too. All of them.
Yeah.
Lawson needs to step up.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And speaking of Lawson, I mentioned earlier about my biggest moment that really irritated me or teed me off was when they called that flag on Whitehead. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When I watch the game, I'm watching Lawson.
Yeah.
A lot on defense, and this guy does not get calls, bro. Like, they hold Lawson a lot. I've tweeted it out almost every single game, and I'm like, dude, like, why are they not calling this crap on Lawson, bro? Like, and some plays I've watched them, and when the guys doesn't hold him, Lawson is literally throwing his hands up, like, where's the flag, man? This, you know what I mean? And being honest, this, if they at least called it, I think it would loosen up the tension as far as the tackles trying to defend Carl Lawson. And with that being said, his stats will be better.
Yeah.
So it's the Jets. You know, when I
Yeah.
think about it, at the end of the day, it's just the damn Jets.
It's just the damn Jets, but not only that, it's getting worse.
It is. This year
It's
has been
just getting
awful.
worse. These injuries are just awful now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
like these injuries are not helping anybody. And if
Right.
we get suspended or something too, it's just going to be a nightmare. We can't go 1 for 6 in the red zone, LaFleur. I love what all the coaching staff has done. Salah's my guy. He has
Yes.
proven that he is
Yes.
my guy, and I will stand by him on whatever
Yes.
he does.
Yes.
Ulbrook's done a phenomenal job.
Yes.
Phenomenal job. But LaFleur,
The light is on the floor.
listen, LaFleur, I love you, dude. I really do. I love LaFleur so much, but my God, 1 for 6 in the red zone. We should have won that game.
Yeah.
All these last few games we should have won
Yeah.
but LaFleur didn't. I just don't get it. He's being too cute.
Yeah.
Just being too
That's
damn
that's
cute.
that's been the thing, man. Like, you know,
I mean, and I want to root for this guy. I love this guy.
the Barrios and Wilson
Oh,
running behind the running back
now,
and
granted,
running
Mike
back to
White's
the.
throws haven't been that great either, but like, I know there people keep dropping balls too. I know
Mhm.
people are like, it's not Mike White's fault. I'm like, okay, listen, let's be honest, guys. He throws a little bit behind you,
He
okay,
does. He
hard,
does.
and
Hmm.
he's got to tell. Everyone can tell what he's doing in the red zone. Everyone can tell what he's going to do when he's throwing it. He only looks to one guy or two and throws it. He
Right.
doesn't scan the field. But people are going to say, "But he's accurate and he throws it long." I'm like, I don't give a shit if he's Tim Tebow out there. I don't give a shit if he's Tim Tebow. I don't
Right.
care if it's Taysom Hill.
Hmm.
You have got to scan the entire field.
Until you find what you need
To
or
be
won't.
back in the Jets' good graces with Wilson, you got to throw to Elijah Moore. You got to throw to Wilson to get them back on your side because y'all are in rumbles right now, man. They all need they. It's going to be interesting, man. Get Elijah Moore the ball, dude.
A hot take. So I gave you one about Zach
Oh
Wilson.
God,
My other
no.
off my other offensive player right now is Denzel Mims tomorrow.
You think so? He's got the tall body.
I think Denzel Mims is going to have a good game tomorrow. One touchdown, and being honest, that'll be his first NFL touchdown in the regular season. He doesn't have one yet.
Yeah, maybe just toss him up there, man.
Dude, like I was yelling at the TV when we were playing the
I love
Vikings.
Mims. My
Oh,
God,
dude,
I
I'm a
love
Mims guy.
Mims.
I'm a Mims guy.
God, give him
I
the
was
fucking
yelling at
ball.
the TV, dude. Like
Yeah,
seriously, I was like, we're in the red zone. We have a big body receiver.
yeah,
As long as Pat P is not holding them in the red zone, 50-50 ball. I'm going to Mims, bro. And we did not attempt that. Not even to Mims. We just didn't attempt it at all. 0 attempts
true.
at a
Yeah,
50-50 ball. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck are we calling here? You know what I mean? Like, I was so pissed at that Minnesota game. That Minnesota game, the two New England games were definitely ours, and that Minnesota game was ours. And being
yeah,
honest, that the Buffalo game was ours too. Both of them. Even though we won the first one, the second one was ours too. Let me tell it. So we have 4 games that were very close, and if we win those 4 games, we have 11 wins right now.
true.
The Jets, our playoffs will probably be locked in because we would have
Yeah,
beat
if
New
we
England.
can win
We
all
would
these
have.
other games, yeah,
What I'm saying, if we would have beat Buffalo both times, right?
yeah,
New England
yeah,
both times, and
yeah,
Minnesota. You know what I mean? We'd be at the top of the division.
true. We would have been.
You know what I mean? Like it's just so crazy to think about that. But it's neither here nor there. All right. So tomorrow, give me your take on the offense, what we need to do, and your take on the defense, what we need to do.
Take on the offense.
Mm-hmm. What
And
what
take
what what does the offense need to do against Detroit in order to move the ball, score, and win?
defense needs to be solid all the way around. Dan Campbell is known for pounding the ball, and
Mm-hmm.
he's known for not giving up. And
Mm-hmm.
he will expose you if you do many, many mistakes because golf is the Super Bowl golf
Yeah.
from the Rams.
Yes.
He's got weapons now.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Jamison Williams back.
Mm-hmm.
Defense has to be flawless, whether Q or Joyner are playing or not. Everyone's got to do their assignments. Everyone's got to do their thing. But let me tell you this. Our offense, I still think it's going to be 14-7, but my God, they're one of the worst defenses in the NFL. You have got to capitalize on that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is not the same old Lions. This is not the same old Jets. I don't care if you guys say the Lions have always sucked. They've always never went on the road. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't win on the road. That's true. But they've won 5 out of 6. They won against 3 horrible teams. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
they won against 2 good teams
Mm-hmm.
and barely lost against the Bills. They're 5 for 6.
Right.
That shows something.
They kicked
And they're
Minnesota's
all
ass.
and they were all high scoring games.
Mm-hmm.
All of them were high scoring games.
At one point, at the beginning of the season, their offense was the number 1 offense in the league.
Like, people need to wake up, man. Wake up and smell the roses. The Jets and Lions are coming. Miami is coming. All these losing teams, even the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars are not the great of a team, but they still got heart. They have a
Right.
Super Bowl winning coach. It's just going to take time. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
take time. This is first year, but I'm very impressed with what he's done so far. But it's just going to take time. But overall, the defense has got to be solid, and Zach Wilson has to throw the ball to everybody, pound the ball.
Yes.
They got one of the worst run
defense. Yes.
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 Pound that ball. Give it to Knight all day long. I don't care. But once you get in that red zone,
35 carries.
Zach Wilson, just don't get hurt. Just
Right.
fucking don't get hurt, but run. Run. I don't care. Run. Zach,
right.
You're a good runner. We all see it. We've all seen it. But, man, you got the talent, dude. He's got the talent, but, like, is he the guy?
That's the question.
Zach, this is your moment, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is his moment.
Absolutely.
To prove that he could be that guy.
Absolutely.
He's got to spread it out, though. And
right.
no fucking dropping balls, man. They need to go to a school where they can't drop a ball for like 5 hours or something. Just keep it in their hand or something. I don't know.
Or go to a gay bar.
Oh my
God. I'm sorry. It was there, man. It was so there. But no,
that's true.
I agree, man.
Sorry to the LBD. Sorry to the LBT KG. What? Yeah, plus community. So sorry about that.
No, you don't apologize. I didn't say anything wrong.
I know. I'm just.
I didn't attack anybody. I just say.
I know.
Yeah, you want to learn how handle them? Hey, go here.
We're all gonna learn today, anyway. So, but yeah,
oh my God,
they just can't drop these balls, man.
Right.
I don't know, man.
I agree. I think as far as the offensive line, man, number 1, please just play average. If you can just play average, you allow Zach Wilson to be a bit more patient with his decision making. Yeah. A lot of times he flees the pocket too fast, and he does his thing where he scrambles backwards and it shit drives me bananas. But if the offensive line can just have some kind of chemistry tomorrow, and probably focus more so on Aiden Hutchinson.
And he's on the injury report too. He's got the flu right now. Flu bug has gone across the Lions right now. They have a bunch of guys on injury right now. But Aiden's got the flu.
So Hutchinson is a question mark?
Maybe. Sorry. Yes, but I don't know. He could be probable. You never know with the flu, though.
Yeah, and then a lot of times, these coaches, man, they play chess too.
He's questionable. Yeah,
okay.
A lot of these guys are questionable. They have a lot of guys questionable.
That's crazy.
But Mike White's out, Eccles out, Corey's out, Quinnen's out, Barnes, Awuska, something like that for them. I don't know who they are.
Me either. But if the offensive line just can produce on an average level tomorrow, that's my numero uno for the offense. And of course, my second one, my second one would be of course Zach Wilson. If Zach Wilson can just play competent football, no hero ball, and I hate to use this name so loosely, but just play some Mike White ball, some Mike effing white ball. Make the easy, like Robert Saleh say, make the easy look easy, man.
Yeah.
Your simple check downs hit them. You don't have to throw a 7-foot ball in the air, to a 5'8" Barrios, man. He can't catch that one, Zach. I'm sorry, it just can't. So just make those simple completions, man. Move the ball
Are you scared
of.
if, say, Zach Wilson does good tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Are you scared they're gonna pick Zach over Mike if
You
he
know
if
what?
he ends up doing good for these
I,
next few games while Mike White is out?
I'm not afraid, man. I just
Yeah.
want the Jets to play ball.
I don't care who's
I
out there. I just want him to do well.
exactly
I just want to win. I want to go to the
right.
playoffs.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was about to say, bro. I just want
Yeah.
to make it to the playoffs with this team because
Yeah.
our defense is playoff ready. This
Fuck
is a
yeah, it
fact.
is. Fuck yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just the offense, bro.
This team is too talented to not be in the playoffs, man. This would be a
Yes.
waste. This is a
Yes.
freaking waste.
I'm gonna be highly. I'm not gonna. If we win 2 more games and we don't make the playoffs, so we leave the season with 9 wins, I'm elated. I'm gonna be honest with you. Am I going to be slightly irritated? Yeah, because when you look back in hindsight, you look at a few games like, dude, we could have had these 1 or 2 games or 1 game.
Yeah.
We could have been in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like that's the part that really bulls you.
Yeah.
If we that's the part that will bull you if we don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So if
That's
if it's Zach or Mike or Stravler or
whoever.
Flacco, I don't care who it is, dude. I just want my guys on offense to move the ball. Our Achilles heel has been us not moving the ball.
Facts.
And not being honest, not just so much not moving the ball. It's just like you say, you can't play a Minnesota team, dude, and go 1 for 6 in the red zone.
Facts.
You can't do that.
Facts.
So
it's bad.
Yeah.
Can't be too cute. Gotta pound that ball.
No, just pound it, man. Just pound it. You know what I mean? Like if you go 5 wide, like he often does on 3rd and 3 for whatever weird and odd reason.
Yeah.
Spice it up a little bit. If you
Do
go
it.
5 wide,
be a Namath out there. Be an O'Brien out there, man.
Their defense is saying they are passing it. We'll do a QB sneak up the middle with that 5. You know what I mean? Like that's anyway. So don't get me started on that crap. But so far as offense, in my opinion, tomorrow, 1, the offensive line, 2, Zach, just make it easy reads, man. Don't make it difficult. It's a defense that struggles against everything, the run and the pass.
Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
And Glenn's gonna be back in town.
Right.
Mr. Glenn.
Right. So
I'm excited, man.
And far as my opinion on the defense just do what they do, man. I can't critique them in any kind of negative aspect because they've been playing lights out. The only thing I would say is I just wish, hope, pray that Q is playing tomorrow.
We'll see what happens, man. I say rest him again. That's just me.
Yeah,
I say rest him.
Yeah, I'm a future type guy. I look towards the future more than the present.
Yeah.
So I agree with that one 100%, bro. Just let him completely heal. Don't rush him back too fast, as sometimes I think NFL teams do, or just football teams do in general. Being honest, I think that's what we did with Mekhi Becton. Yeah. I think we rushed him a little bit too much because before he had that season-ending injury, we saw clips in the practice to where he was puking.
Oh my god!
And he was kind of like limping on his leg a little bit, but the Jets were still pushing him. When I saw that, I was like, dude, just let him rest. And a few weeks after that, he was done. So the same thing for any other player, not even just Jets player, man. NFL just NFL teams stop forcing these guys to play, man. Just let them rest, let them heal. What kind of guys you have. Let him rest. If he's a worker and the guy that loves the game, freaking let him rest, man. You don't have to question his heart or question his passion for the game.
For sure. Special teams. Special teams need to be really good. Hart needs to be on. Man, don't be cute. Just do your punts.
Yes.
Zerline, you're gonna be out there a lot, Zerline and man.
Mm-hmm.
And Hardy.
Yes.
Get it done.
Yes.
Zerline, I'd love to see you go between 4 for 4 or 6 for 6. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you're on. It's gonna be cold. And it might snow there. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be good football weather. So just do your job. Just do your
Yes.
job and get it done. Boyer, I love you.
Yes. Same here. All right, Italy Jet. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I'm tired. I'm about to fall asleep.
Italy, wake up.
right. If anybody thinks this is going to be a cakewalk and we're going to win like 20 to 38, 28, 38 points, 40 points, great, I'm on board, but it ain't going to happen, dude. Everyone keeps saying we've been doing that all year. And it's like, no, every game the Jets play is always going to be tight. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be so many things that don't go our way.
Right.
Like, it's going to be tight again, in my opinion. I think it's 14-7. If everyone could do your job, I trust Salah. Watch the injury report. Watch all your content creators on who you follow. We're everywhere. We're going to give you the good details. But overall, whoever's out there on the field, I'm going to support you no matter what. I don't care if you're Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold.
Yes.
Fuck, I don't care if you're Geno Smith. I
Mhm.
don't care if you're Mike White or Strevler or Flacco. I'm going to support you. Is it going to be
Yes.
pretty? No, it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to suck, but I still
Mhm.
support you.
Absolutely.
So whoever's out there in the injuries and backups, we got some of the best depth in the National Football League, and I'm super excited that we do because we haven't been saying that for a long time.
Mhm.
So just do your job. Do your
Yes.
job. Get this W. Get all the W's. Score the fucking playoffs. Italy Jet out, bro.
Good deal. My final thoughts. Jets fans, this is going to be a great game. And we are going to win. I am bold with that one. We are going to win. And I think we're going to win because of one person, Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
I think Zach is going to have a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be a guy who's known to be a bust. And this is his opportunity to seize the moment. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. And we're going to go into a short week with the Thursday night game. And we're going to kick the shit out of the Jaguars. We're going to be a 9-win team by Friday of this coming week.
Okay. Think so?
Yes. Yes. I absolutely know so.
Okay.
Got a sixth sense, my crystal ball.
All right. Well, rub it for me.
But yeah, so tomorrow, guys, we should have a good game, a very entertaining game.
Yeah.
I think Sauce is going to give up a touchdown, a clear-cut touchdown against Sauce tomorrow. Yeah. But I think overall he's going to look good as he always does.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, man, I think the score is going to be 28-14. Jets come out on top. Defense is going to look good as they always do, with or without Quentin Williams. You can't replace a Quentin Williams, but we do have some guys, who are not cakewalk guys. So tomorrow, Jets come out, the victorious ones,
right?
The Detroit Lioness,
right?
We'll take the L.
Let's go.
And you guys will see us probably late tomorrow versus
maybe, yeah. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Possibility.
If not, then I'll just maybe do it, reach out to the government early tomorrow morning and make a clone of Italy so he can be in two places at one time, man.
Sure, man. I mean, how technology is today.
Well, yeah, man. God. So anyway, Italy, let the people know where they can find you, my man.
I do 9 to 12 shows a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. I'm everywhere in Jets content and soccer content. Everything NYJ and Italy Jet on all social media platforms. Let's get this W tomorrow.
Let's go. All right, guys. So that is my co-host for our pregame, Mr. Italy Jet. He just told you where you can find him. Please go like, comment, subscribe. He's a great guy, a very close friend of mine now. I love this guy. And tune in for more. We try to do this every Saturday. I've just been so busy that I haven't did it in the last 2 Saturdays, and I hate it. But we are here today. So tomorrow, guys, let's get this win. I am Show of the Jet Show. You can find me, of course, here. You can find me on Twitter, being very active. at BJet Show without a W at the end. You can also find
Yes, sir.
you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram also. All right, everybody, enjoy your night. Don't drink more than me, and let's get this
Oh,
win
jeez.
tomorrow. See you guys mañana. His wrist is gonna break.
It's still live. It's still going. It's still going.
I don't know why it should be dead. I've hit it like 1,000 times.